Hi, Scott Machine Gun Dale. Welcome back to another episode of I've Got This Gun on the Wall. In this case, it's not on the wall, it's on the rack. Let's move in close and take a look at it. All right, we moved in close. U.S. model of 1917 Winchester. And this serial number. No import marks, no nothing. Original World War I gun, any original finish, not been reparkerized for World War II. That's important. And then we're going to pause here and show you some barrel markings. We tried to capture it, but apparently it's not going to come through. Right behind the rear sight it says 2-18 with a W and a bomb. So this is an original February 1918 World War I rifle. We're going to move back out. You just saw it up close. Nick's a history nerd. He's got a, if you're going to shoot historic weapons, you could do a little worse than original World War I Enfield. Let's see how he does. You just saw it. Before I ask Nick about it, I want to give you a little rundown on this. How I got this rifle. Actually, no, I know Nick's chomping at the bit to talk about it, so you tell me about what you thought about this rifle. There you go, and let you hold it.
Oh, this is fascinating because, World War I was a horrible time, but a lot of really cool things were developed during it. These kinds of rifles really paved the way for modern firearms development because, bolt action was becoming hugely prevalent. Everybody was using bolt actions around this time, and everybody came up with their own sights, their own loading gates. The British started using Enfields with bigger magazines. They were able to do something, I think it was called the Mad Minute, where they could rack and fire really quickly. Like, the history behind just this era of firearms and this piece is fascinating. However, my shoulder hurts because of this. I'm not used to shooting 30-06. You saw in the video that I shot 10 rounds out of this. Little sneak peek, there is another .06 that I also fired today. 10 more rounds. These kinds of butt plates hurt if you're firing 20 rounds back to back to back. So my shoulder is rather sore. Other than that, these guns are fantastic. The action on this, smooth as butter. Up, back, it just functions. It is smooth. It is easy to rack, easy to load. Then you've got the sights are fantastic. I don't like aperture sights, but these are really good sights. Still not a good shot with them, but these are really good sights if you know how to hold them. I love this thing. Only issue is it punches you because it's 30-06. But other than that, I love this thing. Good trigger, good action, good sights. It's wood, so it looks cool. All right, my nerd rant is over.
If you want to know about the American Enfields, there are people who have done way more. You could do an in-depth video on this gun for hours. Just going from the P14 to this 1917 and why Winchester and Remington made them and stuff. The reason I have this one, and that's part of the story. Well, first of all, trivia. and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe Alvin York actually used a 1917 and not a Springfield like in the movie. But nonetheless, how I got this gun, and I told Nick and Shannon this, I worked for a company called Class 3 Supply, and I ran it. And an older gentleman who was on the edge of Joe Biden disease called me. He was a doctor from Pittsburgh, really nice guy. And his wife told him, look, you know, you're getting older, you're getting frail, you don't need to have NFA weapons. Now we're going back to the 90s, 99, right around there, 2000. So I go down and he has an M60, a Colt Thompson, a Steyr AUG, a HK33, and a Mac 10, and an Uzi. The AUG was semi-automatic, but nonetheless. So I go down and I ask him, and I said, "How much do you want for it?" Now, prices. This was 30 years ago, so it was real money. It wasn't like today's money where they just print it up and it's like Monopoly money.
Thanks, Federal Reserve.
Which means prices were lower.
Yeah.
Much lower. He said $10,000, and I looked at him and I said, I can't buy this for $10,000. And he was heartbroken. You could see his shoulders roll down. I said, I can't give you anything less than 25 for it, which he perked right up. So we did the paperwork, and as usual, the paperwork got screwed up, and it took forever because this is pre-file. And we got him approved. And when I went down, I said his son had a Barrett, and he couldn't get any 50, so I gave him 2 cases of 50 caliber that we paid 50 cents a round for. It was surplus. And he thanked me, and he gave me this rifle. That's how I got that rifle. And so there's a story for you, along with the story of the rifle and Nick getting to shoot the rifle. Thanks for coming to the channel. Hope you enjoyed it. If you ever get a chance to shoot one, you better freaking take it.
Do it, please. Just do it.